Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is a brisk January morning here, and we are out to get some free firewood left on the side of the road. Now, one thing I love about living in New England is the free wood that is left on the side of the road by tree service crews, who are usually cutting for utility lines and right-of-ways. That was my case recently this past week. We've had a large tree crew come through the main road I live off of, cutting down pretty good-sized trees and leaving the wood on the side of the road. I talked to a foreman from my local municipality last week, asked him if it's okay if we take any wood left on the side of the road. He said, it is free for the taking. So earlier we went out with the truck, we scouted out a large pile of wood that was left behind, and the plan now is to go get some. Now, I'm not going to use the truck or the chainsaw to get rounds. I'm going to use the tractor and the brush crusher grapple to go grab large poles of firewood, bring them back here and process it. And I'll get into why I'm doing this all of a sudden. I don't burn wood here, but I got some bigger plans in mind, and we'll go over that later in the video, so stick around. Alright, so this is about a 1.5 mile journey from the property to where the firewood is located. Kept to the side of the road, had my hazard lights on with our slow-moving farm vehicle triangle in the back. It was about 10:30 in the morning, so traffic wasn't that bad. It took me about 20 minutes or so to get from the property to the firewood. So a lot of the wood here you can see is very large and way too big for the tractor to handle. And some other wood that was reasonably sized was buried in the pile that I really couldn't get to. So I just picked around the outskirts of the pile, grabbed logs that were a decent size that I could easily transport back to the property without having them overhang on the side of the tractor and weren't too heavy where I was unbalanced or unsafe. It was a little strange driving the tractor on the road for this far at this long of a distance. Now, I do say coming up here that I drove a total of 9 miles that day on the road, making 3 trips back and forth to get the logs. And I had some concern the tractor wasn't going to make it, there'd be a breakdown or some problem, but it handled it fine, and I was pleasantly surprised that there were no issues that arose. All right, everybody, we are back up here at the house. We got the firewood poles up here without a problem. It's been about 3 weeks since I shot the introduction and we went and grabbed all the firewood. I'll show you what I got. So I got a total of 4 firewood poles here, ranging in length from 6 to 10 feet. Took a total of 3 trips, each trip a total of 3 miles, so 9 miles altogether to go grab the free wood on the side of the road. My opinion was well worth it, not a difficult trip by any means. But also I want to show you some more free firewood I picked up off Marketplace. Over here, about a dozen poplar rounds I picked up. So why am I doing this? I don't burn wood, like I said in the introduction. Well, I can make some money from this, I really think. You go onto YouTube and type in firewood sales or selling firewood at a roadside stand. There are dozens and dozens of channels out there that show a successful firewood sale business. And to get started in that business, picking up my raw materials here for free is a great way to get my foot in the door. Now, there's a lot of other hurdles ahead of us we have to get past to successfully start selling this, but getting the raw materials here at no cost to me besides my time, splitting them and stacking them so they can season is a good way to get started. So let's discuss my market and why I think I have a good chance of making some money here. All right, so let's discuss quickly the market in my area, why I think I have a good chance of making some money here selling firewood. Now, if you want to buy firewood here, you can go on a marketplace or call a large landscaper and they can deliver cordwood, bundle wood, any sort of type of wood you want, but you're going to charge a premium for that delivery. That's not the market I'm looking to target currently. I'm looking to target a market in the bundle firewood sale via a roadside stand. I feel I can command the highest price selling a 1 cubic foot bag of bundled firewood via a roadside stand. It is contactless. I don't got to deal with people's schedule and make deliveries. They pick it up as they go and they pay on the honor system or via like Venmo or Zelle. I did some research into local firewood roadside stands, only one that I'm aware of, and it's about 20 miles away, and he's charging $10 for a 1 cubic foot bag of firewood. My local grocery store, which is closer than that, is charging $10 for a 0.75 cubic foot bag of firewood. So a pretty decent market if I charge $5 to $7 for a 1 cubic foot bag. Now, the other issue is, if you guys watch the channel, you know I don't live on a main road. I live on the dead end of a street. So a firewood stand at the end of my driveway would do nothing. I have no traffic to have anybody buy stuff. But I live off of a main road, which sees about 2,000 cars a day. If I can get a roadside stand onto that road, then I can definitely command a lot more traffic and sales. Those are all projects I need to work out, and I'm trying to figure out in the meantime. But between now and then, we have all this firewood. We're going to split it up, stack it, and get it seasoning. So if this does go through, which I'm hopeful it will, I have a little bit of inventory to start selling. So let's get splitting. All right, well, no fancy splitter here, no wood processor station. This is costing me nothing to get started, just an old-fashioned splitting maul and my time. Starting off this business venture at totally zero investment cost, just free wood and a splitting maul. So, put you guys on a time lapse. I'll split all the rounds up. We'll get them stacked out back and seasoning for the rest of the winter and see how this goes.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. A little bit earlier than I wanted to. That definitely is a rough go with that splitting maul. It took a little bit more time than I anticipated. Got a good snow squall moving in here, and temperatures are getting a little bit colder. So we'll call it a day. I'm not in any rush to get this done. Kind of figuring this out as I go along. Let me show you what I got split for today. That's today's haul. Not that impressive. I'm not as happy as I was hoping to get all this done today, but that was not the case. This is poplar wood, and it is very green, and some of these pieces over here are big and bulky, need to be resplit. That's got a gnarly knot in it, so might be a waste there. But some of the stuff over here is good. Got some kindling as well. Still have all these to do and all those poles to cut up and get split as well. So definitely a slow go, that's for sure, and maybe looking at getting a splitter. I know I said when I started the video I wasn't going to invest much money into this startup, but if I want to make some money off of this and be productive as best I can, I think a splitter might be the way to go. But we'll see. We'll keep plugging away here. So please subscribe, guys. You like the firewood content. There's a lot more of it to come. I have a lot more projects in mind here for a potential wood yard and getting the rest of this wood split, stacked, and seasoned. And hopefully that roadside stand comes to fruition. So we'll see where it all goes. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.